Hey guys, welcome to DanQ8000's Best Playthroughs of 2010 series, where you, the viewer, gets to decide what playthrough, gameplay, or DLC was the best in your opinion of 2010. Alright, in this video I covered the third quarter of 2010, which includes games that released or that I just simply covered from the months of July to September. So let's just get right into it. Up first is a big fan favorite, I would have to say. Some of my biggest and most favorite comments and occurrences, if you will, occurred from the following, which was the Skate 3 DLCs. And I didn't actually get a chance to cover every single mission pack or level pack, if you will. I covered the last three. There were 4 in total. I never got a chance to cover the Maloof Money Cup 2010. Doesn't really matter though, because that one sucked ass anyway. But I covered Danny Way's Hawaiian Dream, After Dark DLC, and the Sandvan Party Pack. And what I loved the most about the Sandvan, or sorry, not just Sandvan, but all three together, was these DLCs were good. They brought originality. I love the atmospheres of them, especially the Hawaiian Dream. That was one of my favorites, and After Dark was a close second. But I think what everyone loved the most about these DLCs was my reactions to me sucking ass at it. Now, normally I'd say I have pretty good skill level at the skate games, and since I've been playing, I started when Skate 1 first came out, and ever since then I've known the controls and known everything there. And when something little just keeps pestering you, and you're like, fuck, come on, man, let's go, like. You're on, like, the thing that made me get so mad was I'm on the clock with the recording. I don't want to go over too long than I have to, and I keep fucking up, and it's frustrating, and I'm on the spot like this. And I know people were saying, hey Dan, this is easy shit, I could have done this in 2 seconds. Well, record your gameplay, do what I'm doing, let me see it, because honestly, without doing takes, without editing it, you'd probably fuck up. You guys probably all fuck up. But I'm just the one who shows you what the average person will fuck up. I mean, yes, I did. I guess people also use my videos to watch and how to beat the game, because I did, actually beat everything in there. I actually did beat it. It just took longer in a few of the challenges. But because of that, I thought it was hilarious. I can laugh at myself, which makes me different from other people. And I have to give the Skate 3 DLCs a definite nod and a definite thumbs up for some of the funniest moments of the 2010 that I have to say. So if you like the Skate 3 DLCs, vote it now, and we'll see what else we have to see.
Yeah, I'm just going to do it regular. I'm not even going to do it. They make you follow a path. Now, I wish they let you go upside down.
Alright, this next game that I covered in third quarter was actually a surprise playthrough. I had not announced it whatsoever, and I simply left you guys a video message saying to keep you guessing on it. You go, okay, I have a surprise for you guys in the next few days. And I did a Starcraft II playthrough out of the blue. And the reason I did this was, well, it was kind of last minute for me too. My friend, he contacted me and said, hey, I just got Starcraft II. You want to come over, we do some gameplay and maybe do a playthrough? I'm like, you know what, that would be fucking fun. So if you guys, I'd have to say though, it was one of my least viewed playthroughs, and I do understand why, because A, I released it a little later than when the game came out, and B, not everyone likes StarCraft. I understand that, but nevertheless, it is there for those of you guys who didn't know I did that. And it's some of the funniest comments I've probably ever made, mainly because with the help of my friend Ryan, we made some situational comedy and brought up funny events, and then we mixed it in with the StarCraft events, and it just became comedy gold. Like, some of it was really funny. I made some accidental racist slurs in that playthrough for sure, of course, which none I've ever meant to say, but I think it was a great playthrough. Unfortunately, it didn't get as much attention as I thought it deserved, but them's the breaks. If you did watch it and you liked it, feel free to vote for it. Alright, in this third game, it also came kind of last minute, unannounced, but nevertheless, it was a very successful mini playthrough, I'd like to say. And that was the Dead Rising 2 Case Zero playthrough. It was basically just a prequel into the events of Dead Rising 2, and I thought it was a great game. It was very short. It was worth your money though. I think it was only about 400 Microsoft points. But considering that you get a decent amount of crap with it, it was basically like a long DLC, like a really long DLC. There was a bunch of side missions for you to do. There was some funny comments that I made. I thought it was a great playthrough. It was really fun, really funny. Unfortunately, the thing that sucked about it was this was the first playthrough that I started having PVR troubles, and therefore there was a lot of skippage and commentary was out of sync. And that was what made it kind of a headache for me, trying to fix the commentary as best as I could. But nevertheless, it was fun. It had some good moments. If you like this mini playthrough, vote it up. Up next is probably, believe the final DLC for Mass Effect 2, and that was the Lair of the Shadow Broker. And when I first heard that they were releasing this DLC, I got so excited, because if you guys ever, for those of you who have played Mass Effect 1 and Mass Effect 2, you hear a lot of stories about the Shadow Broker. And the Shadow Broker was a guy who pretty much controlled everything, controlled all the information, was watching everybody. Basically, he was at the center hub of all that was going down in pretty much the whole galaxy. Now, we never knew who he was. His identity was never revealed. So, in this DLC, we actually got a chance to meet his fucking ass, which was insane. I couldn't believe it. We would finally find the mystery of the Shadow Broker DLC. Now, I have to admit, I was hoping it would have been someone we knew. That way, it would have been more like, oh shit, you did not expect him at all. But it was a completely new breed of, I've never seen that sort of race before. For those of you who did watch my Lair of the Shadow Broker DLC, it was a very unique character, and you did get to, Liara came back and she joined your party with you, because it was her personal vendetta to take out the Shadow Broker, if you guys remember from watching the Mass Effect 2 playthrough. So, I thought it was a brilliant DLC. Definitely one that would have taken the cake. Great way to wrap up not wrap up, but in third quarter, towards the end of third quarter, gave me something to play, because I love doing the Mass Effect DLCs. Definitely has a great chance of winning this for sure, in my opinion. Let me know if you guys liked it. Alright, and the final game that I covered in third quarter of 2010 was probably a game that everyone was waiting for years. And I'm talking about Halo Reach. I actually managed to get a hold of the game early, for those of you who remember, but I got it from a guy who was releasing it early. He broke Street Date, which is against the law, unfortunately, which by the way, I probably will not be doing that again. But however, the game itself was really good. I mean, unfortunately, it was similar to ODST. You didn't get ripped off, but it was a similar thing. I kind of missed the fact that you weren't with Master Chief and you weren't with the main characters of the whole Halo game. That made it so famous. That's the only downside that I didn't like about it. But the weapons were good. The new classes were good, where you could, I love the ability to sprint. That still today remains to be my favorite ability of the Spartans. Now, I didn't know anything about the Halo Reach, because I'm not a Halo fanboy, let's be honest here. And I didn't know it was a prequel to Halo 1. If I had, I probably would have had a little more knowledgeable things to say. But nevertheless, I'd say I played a good playthrough, start to finish, good comedy, good coverage, let you guys see the whole game. And afterwards, I sat down for a bit of multiplayer, which people say is probably some of my funniest material ever. Which I find is pretty crazy, because situational comedy is where I shine when shit happens, and then I can just be, quick about it and make a joke. and I want to group those together. So for the main single player playthrough and the multiplayer gameplay that I did, both them together. If you like them together, maybe Halo Reach will take it on this one. Let me know what you think. Alright, so that wraps up third quarter 2010. What was your favorite playthrough? Let me know in the comments below.